Once again, put your hands together for Melanie.
So if you see me on the street, just do because I'm me. I just want to say thank you to Pastor Winston for inviting me here tonight. Him and I go a long way. The pastor has been through the good times, the bad times, the sad times, everything. He's been there for me. So to be here tonight is just a great honor. Thank you so much. He told me that the theme is worshiping at the altar.
Yes.
I was like, okay, so what do I say? Because normally what I do is I go around and I talk about my story.
Yes.
And I know what we all have in common here is that each and every one of us have a story.
Yeah.
And when we're born, we have this blank canvas with nothing on.
Yes.
And slowly but surely we add to it. God adds to it, fills in what needs to be filled in.
Yes.
When I was younger, the teacher asked, what do you want to be one day?
Yes.
And everybody said doctor, lawyer, whatever, and I said I want to be a mother of 100 children. And I didn't realize it, that it was basically just a yearning to be a mother. That I really had this deep yearning inside of me to be a mother. And much later in life, I got married. And finally, it was time for me, to start my own family. And, after practicing a lot and getting into the swing of things, we finally fell pregnant. And it was an amazing miracle. I was like, thank you, Lord, thank you so much. Because one thing my parents, my mom taught me was, ask for it.
Yes.
And it shall happen.
Yes.
Yes.
People are going to tell you a lot of things in life. You can't do this, you can't do that. But if you ask for it,
Thanks for
Yes.
it can happen. And that's kind of what I tried to adhere to all through my life. And when I fell pregnant, I was, thank you, Lord, you have answered my prayers. And then I think it was the 1,000 episode ball of Siemdelaan, and we were wearing designer dresses. And it's the first time I ever wore a designer dress. And I collapsed, started bleeding. The pregnancy was stuck in my tube, so it was an ectopic pregnancy. So basically my tube had burst and I started bleeding from the inside. So they had to remove the baby as well as it was 12 weeks into the pregnancy, and they had to remove the baby as well as my tube. Went into a deep depression, and my mom came to me and said, what did I tell you? You work hard enough, you believe, anything is possible. Okay, I said, yes, I'm going to pray. Miracles are going to happen, because if God works in your life, miracles happen.
Yes. Amen.
And yes, I felt pregnant again. And collapsed at work, started bleeding, and lost the baby and my tube. So now I stand without tubes. No way of falling pregnant. Eventually found a doctor. Doctor put us through in vitro. God changes. God makes miracles.
Amen.
People are going to tell you constantly, you can't, you won't. But the devil is a liar. He's never going to keep us down, because God is working miracles. Life has taught me so many things where things are taken away from you. People who you really love are taken away from you. My sister committed suicide. My nephew committed suicide. when that happened, because my nephew died first, and 3 months later my sister died. And when my sister died, I remember feeling like that was the end of my life. I didn't want to go on. Because what was there for living for? And even though I had this miracle, I had my mother, I had my father, I had everything to live for, but I felt like I didn't want to go on. Because there was something inside of me that died the day I saw my sister dying. But God said, this is not your time. There's so many things that you have to do. And I didn't understand that. I didn't understand why I continued living, because believe you me, I did not want to. I tried to end it. But because God was there and He was saying, it is not your time to go, I am still here standing. I was told by doctors that I suffer from bipolar, and it was due to the trauma of my sister and my nephew dying. And that was devastating as well. But you know what? He's constantly working in my life, no matter what illness you have, no matter what is going wrong in your life. Because things, I almost think, things are put in our life to make us strong.
Amen.
Because I don't think that there's anything that we go through that God does not prepare us for. Because the one prepares us for the other, prepares us for the other, prepares us for the other, prepares us for our purpose.
Amen.
And when I started my journey, I never knew or ever felt or ever knew or ever thought or ever that I would be standing here today in Cape Town, working, leaving Siendaland. Never in a million years did I ever think that was my dream job. It's everything I wanted from life. And a year before Siendaland, this one lady prayed for me and she said to me, "You're going to be leaving Siendaland soon. There's something greater out there for you." There's no ways I'm leaving Siendaland. This is where I'm supposed to be. And a year later, Siendaland was gone. What should have been and was quite a devastating thing in my life. Because you were with for so long, 16 years of your life. That is like a part of who you are. En as mense my in die straat sien, dan sê hulle, "Daar's Felicity." Is Felicity wat groot. So it's part of who you are. It became a part of me. And then to just lose that, it's like a piece of you dying. And yet here I am. Because God said, there's something better. That's an ander show wat gaan kom. Ons mense. We're going to look at people that look like us. That act like us. That talk like us. All these things have happened for a reason that have brought me to this point, because all of us have a purpose. All of us have a meaning. And constantly I question why? Why am I going through all these things? When I was younger, I was in a car accident. I couldn't walk. The doctors told me I won't be able to walk properly ever again. One of my legs are 2 centimeters shorter than the other. But did anybody pick that up when I walked up the stage? No. Because God works. And you need to put that effort into
Yes.
Things are going to go hard, believe you me. I've been through it all, financial ruin. People telling me I'm not talented, I'm never going to be able to make it. All through my life, I have been told, I can't. But God said, yes. That's the only voice we need to listen to. I'm not a preacher. I don't know how you guys do it. But from a layman that has told this story. I wondered, okay, so worshiping at the altar, what is that supposed to mean? And then I tried to break it down for myself. Going through life, how do we worship? We worship through music, we worship through praying. There's many types of worshiping, but I think the most important worship that we do have is love. And through love, we can worship at His altar. And Pastor Winston, that's one thing you have taught me. Whenever I came to Cape Town, you would be there. When I needed anything from you, you would be there. I would be in a tight spot, you would be there. You didn't expect anything from me. You never expected anything from me ever. And that's what love is. Because we always think it's Valentine's Day, it's about a woman, a man, it's about this and that, but love comes in so many forms. And this man has taught me love. He didn't expect anything, and he didn't do it because of felicity. That did not matter to him, but when I was in a tight spot, I knew who I could call. And that's what tonight is about, because everybody here is doing out of love, out of kindness. We all here in support of each other. And if we as a community can come together in love, how great can we be? There is no greater thing than love. God loves us so much that He gave us His Son. He loves us so much that He helps us to wake up every single day. He loves us so much that He forgives us over and over and over again. So if we can just but love, I think anything is possible.